Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are for another episode of Uncle Bob's Piggery, part number 6. Alright, we're here at field 42. We're going to harvest some corn. We've got corn in every single field at the moment. So we've got plenty of corn to harvest today and to deliver to our pigs and keep them happy. They certainly need a little bit more food if we have a look. They're all pretty low with corn and that sort of thing, so might as well get started harvesting, get some corn in their bellies, and hopefully they can continue to produce some more offspring, and then we can start making our money like we're supposed to be. Don't think we've really made any profit yet. 69, I believe they take 80 pigs per pig pen, so we'll have to double check that and make sure. Once we hit 80, we need to make sure we take about 10 or 20 pigs out of each one and replace them. So we need to go, where are we? Pigs, 150 actually. Well, there we go. I was completely wrong. If that is right, 150. Never mind. I thought they had 80, but 150. So we've still got a long way to go before we can grab some and take them up to the slaughterhouse. I think maybe when we hit about 150 in each, we might take 30 out of each, so maybe 120 at a time, and take them up and get them turned into bacon, I suppose. So hopefully you guys are still enjoying the series. If you want to see it continue, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you leave a comment. If you're sort of over this series, let me know. We can do something a little bit different. I think at the moment, because I've got 7 different series, one each day, maybe it's too much. Maybe we should drop back and just do one series only, or do 2 series. So each alternate day we do an episode of each individual series. We've got the new USA series, well not new, but the new map of Michigan Supply, so we could do that one day, and then maybe our Rags to Riches another day, and just rotate with those and drop all the other ones. So I think might be a little bit, I don't know, I enjoy doing them, but for when you're doing like a let's play, you don't want to be waiting a week for another episode. You want to sort of be getting them every day or every second day, so the possibility for us to change things up is there, as I said. So it's just up to you guys to, I guess, let me know and decide what you guys think is best. More than happy to do either, or we'll just continue doing what we're doing at the moment. Alright, so we're full. Let's grab a tractor. We'll grab this one. We're still in miles per hour because I've been playing our Michigan dairy. Now where is our trailer? Is that it over there? It is. Okay. Something we've got to keep an eye on. 21,000 litres. So I've done one run around the field. I think if we hire a worker now, it might not be too bad, but we're still not going to get him to harvest the whole thing properly. I do have Corsair installed, but it doesn't pick up field 43, and it picks up field 42 still as a whole field. So when you do modify fields, we'll have to go through Corsair and adjust things. I don't know if it works properly. It's only in beta mode, so I can't guarantee it works 100% like it should. I haven't even tested it. It is installed, but as I said, I haven't used it at all, so I can't really tell you guys if it's worth a download yet or not. Guess we'll just have to might have to test it out and then see how it goes. change it back to, where are we, kilometers an hour. Set all corn everywhere for us at the moment. Farm shop. I haven't even actually had a proper look at this map, which is probably a little bit of a shame, but look, a little bit more. Let's get that cut, and then we'll head this way and hit H to hire a worker and see which way he goes. That way, which isn't ideal. Might have to take another run out of here and then get him to go that way. So sort of straighten up. I don't know if we hit H now, if it will still go straight. Now, yeah, it's going to go. Either way, whatever, that'll do. Let's not stress about it too much. Try not to run over too much of the crop. We'll follow him down, and then when he turns around, we should be able to unload him on the way back up, hopefully. I don't know which way. If he goes left, if he goes right, which he probably will, we'll have to unload him on the wrong side. Which I say he's definitely going to turn right. So let's see if we can't try and unload him now before he moves too far. Can you stop? Thank you. Probably won't be full, but I'd rather go back with a bit more than 14,500. Let's get out of his way. Let's completely drive over the crop. Good on ya. I think the course play, we're probably going to have to use it on a map with more room around the fields, especially a map like this. It's probably a little bit too tight to actually get course play to work properly without too many dramas. So we'll have to have a look at it. I'll go tip side left. Check for all these trees. I'm going to go down to the spot down the right hand side down here. So the easiest way for us to get rid of all these hedges and stuff is to remove this mod, the MW modding pack, from the game, but that'll remove pretty much everything on the map, so I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, get in there. Alright, there we go. Black and white spotted ones is this one, so let's see how full that does actually get. $28,000, so still a little bit more. Right, so let's go and we can unload him again. We're gonna have to get that whole field and all these other three, and we're probably still not gonna feed them enough. Alright, so not much is new, I suppose, with this game at the moment. What I'll do is I might get the, if you guys want to see more, of course, as I said earlier, I'll get the pigs fed enough with corn to 100%, and then what the fudge are you doing? Then we can fast forward the game and skip through 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days or whatever, and see how they go with what reproduction. They're currently every 2 hours they're reproducing, so if we can skip through a few days, you know, we're going to hit 150 pigs in no time. Just a matter of keeping the food up to them and keeping these guys happy. It's the main thing. So the other thing we can do, as I said, we can get rid of this series completely. We can maybe just do a let's play on our Michigan supply map. That is it. And we can do still continue our time lapse with our Aussie sheep farm, our chicken farm, and then we can possibly turn this into a time lapse. We can possibly turn Fellsborough Dairy into a time lapse. We can turn let me think what the other one is now. One of the other ones into a time lapse. Well, Grizzly Forestry is going to go. We're going to place that with Rags to Riches. So do all these four as time lapse and do like a let's play of Michigan day 1, day 2 time lapse, day 3 Rags to Riches, or you know, whatever. You guys let me know. I will put a post up in the actually probably the post will probably go up before this has gone up for you guys to sort of have some input and let me know what you guys think we should do. But I think we probably do need to change things up just that little bit. I think we might take over this and just get this done because it's going to be a pain otherwise. So yeah, I'll put a post up and you guys can decide what you think we should do as far as that goes, and go from there, I suppose. But guys, you know, feel free to have as much input as you like, whether it be a lot or a little. It's all up to you guys. I'd rather be recording and having fun, but also, you know, keeping you guys entertained and keeping you guys coming back. There's no point in me having a YouTube channel and recording and uploading videos if you guys don't enjoy them and don't want to watch them. So you guys will have to sort of let me know what you want to see. We still are going to continue with our Let's Build stuff. Probably going to focus more on our map now than in-game builds as such. Just because I've kind of feel like some of them are getting a little bit repetitive. Then again, I don't know. Like we'll still have a look at some Let's Builds. I think I want to do like an old school Russian sort of Let's Build. There are a fair few Russian mods out now with Russian tractors, harvesters, forage harvesters, all that sort of thing. So we go in quickly and look at like harvesters. We've got this guy, the ES15 from Forschritt. So that's like an old school harvester. Old school one here as well, the Forschritt Progress, as a forage harvester. Got old school loading wagons, old school trailers, old school trucks, all Russian style tractors and all that sort of stuff. So we can sort of do a build on that as well. That's what our Rags to Riches is going to be. We are at a Russian, well, I don't know if it's kind of Russian, but it's got a Russian feel about it, a map, and we just started off on $100,000, had to buy a Russian tractor for like $6,000, and the harvester, and a truck, for us to be able to sell the grain. We've brought a a fertilizer spreader, because we're going to do some fertilizing in fields to make money. We're going to do harvesting in fields to make money. We're going to get a cheap seeder, cheap plough, like an old school Russian version, all that sort of stuff, and have it so it's, yeah, like a full-on Russian Rags to Riches series. Then eventually, once we get enough money, and hopefully get a few more mods to suit the series, we can buy our own piece of land. I think the land that I'm looking at is like $70,000, $75,000, so it shouldn't take us too long to get that. And then whether we focus on doing a little bit of silage stuff, or if we focus on crops or animals, that's up to you guys to decide in that game as well. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, I'm hoping to have an episode out before this is released. Yeah, let me know what you think over there or over here. I usually keep, with this doing one episode per series per week, I'm usually a week or 2 weeks ahead at sometimes. Just because of the nature of my work, and also, you know, my family life and that sort of thing. Like my daughter definitely comes first before any YouTube or anything like that. So when I have her for my weekend when I don't work, I don't record unless I'm lucky enough that she may fall asleep early one night on the weekend, or that Friday, Saturday night, and I can record a few episodes here or there. Depending on that, and then obviously with my work, I work one weekend and have a weekend off, which is with my daughter anyway. So I try and record as much as I can during the week on my days off. So that way I'm always ahead. I don't want to sort of have days where I don't have anything uploaded. I don't want to go missing days if I can avoid it. I feel it's quite unprofessional, and I know that you guys would understand. Obviously, family life, work life, all that sort of stuff comes first, but I still feel like I need to have something out every day. Alright, so we'll get him unloaded, we'll go and tip off. We might go tip right and go to the first one on the left as we drive in. Just do one in each and then we'll go and do them again. I don't know if we'll get them all done this episode, the full harvest done this episode, I'm not sure, but we'll have to wait and see. There's no point in hiring a worker. So there's Courseplay, which is now not working again properly, which is really frustrating. Reset all. This is bloody annoying. This is why. Yeah, left control D. No, where are we? Yes. See, it still won't take it down. I don't know. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So, where's right mouse? Secondary mouse action. Delete. Save controls, yes. Now I can't get it off at all, so it's only that one tractor though. Still got a fair bit to fix, I feel. Anyway, let's just ignore it. It'll sit there for now, but right mouse to open it, and then right mouse does nothing now, left mouse does nothing, and it's usually left control and delete, which opens and shuts the HUD, but it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. You could just change tractors, I suppose, but that'll just waste a little bit more time. So I'm hoping that the person who is making Courseplay will continue to update it as he goes along. I really didn't think it would be that hard to get it from FS17 to FS19, but obviously I'm no modder, and apparently it's a lot more difficult than it looks from the outside looking in. So where are we? That one. Courseplay. Doesn't do anything. It's like a double button. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's not worry about it. Let's go and continue harvesting instead of wasting time and... Oop, bloody bushes again. To come back and then we'll have to harvest both of these guys. And the little one over here as well. Another 3 fields of corn to do, and then depending on how much we have remaining at the end, if we've got any left over, we'll go into silo. If we don't have enough, then we'll probably plant one more field with corn, and then the other ones we'll look at planting with wheat, barley, whichever one, to help get that up to 100% as well, hopefully. Let's go get this field finished. I do love this map. It's definitely got a British feel about it. quite sure if that's what it's based on or not, but certainly what it feels like. Now, I know there's probably plenty of work that they could do with the road up the top through there. It's kind of a little bit rough when we're going up to the animal dealer. It was quite all the way up through here. It was quite strange and really uneven and stuff. As you guys know, I'm in the process of creating my own map, but it won't be hilly. It's going to be completely flat, pretty much, until I can sort of get one map made, get my head around how everything works, and then possibly look at making it hillier from there, because it's turning out to be a lot, well, I wouldn't say a lot harder than I thought. I knew it was going to be bloody hard, but it's, it is very hard. It's very time consuming, so credit goes out to all the guys that make any mods at all, especially map mods, because it is a bloody tough gig and very time consuming. Like, I did nearly 4 hours on version 1 of Smithtown, and unfortunately the save game, or the save file, ended up ruined, but I felt like I got nowhere in 4 hours. It was a lot of work for very little result, I think, what we could actually see. Turn the harvester off. No, still wants to keep trying to cut. Oh well, let it go. Need to sort of try and sneak in here and start on this field here, I think. Probably should have tried to unload him a little bit first. That doesn't matter, we'll make it work. It's so hard to see under these trees. I'm going to head down this way, and I'm going to hit hired worker. He can go whichever way he feels like he wants to go. Still can't get rid of horseplay, so let's just ignore it, leave it there. Don't quite know the reason why it's not disappearing, but anyway. Where is he? Should be down the other end already. That is completely not the angle I thought he was going to take. Oh no, then again, so it's not that bad. I'm going to try to... I can't bring up courseplay and anything else unless I right click, and then it won't disappear again, so... yeah, it's kind of strange, but oh well. So we'll kind of just deal with it for now and go from there. So personally, I feel like we should do a Let's Play series on our Michigan map. It's a pretty fun build. It seems to have got a lot of attention, which is great. And I know a lot of people have been asking for it, so if we do a Let's Play there, and do an episode every second day or something like that, and then do Rags to Riches the other day, that would be what I think would be a good idea. Just drop it back to 2 series. I think having 1 episode per day, 7 different series going in a week is probably a little bit too much. Probably not as fun for you guys trying to keep up with it. Let's wait for this guy to come back down this end and we'll follow him back up again. We might actually... we probably should just take over anyway, because it... he's not going to get all the way to the end like he should. Alright, I'll take over. We might as well do it. So once we get course play, we should be able to, once it gets working properly, should be able to get them to do a run or two around the outside and then go up and down. But I still feel like we're not going to have enough room. The farm's packed in pretty tight, and I think it should be, and it was always going to be sort of a map and a Let's Play series where we did pretty much everything ourselves, or as much as we could ourselves anyway, because of how tight it is. Alright, still not full yet. So we've still got the other two pig areas for us to take a little bit of corn to. It'll be the second one along here, and I think it's the one over there just behind that shed that are going to need some food. I might as well just continue on with this field. So you're probably thinking, why is that road there? Well, the whole idea was to have like potatoes or something down there, sugar beets down there, corn over there, wheat or barley here, and then like, I don't know, canola or a soybean over there, just to sort of give them everything they need food wise. That's why I made it into 3 different fields at the farm, and then that one over there was sort of just an extra one if we needed just a little bit more crop. Actually, looking at that fence, I'd like that fence as well. It's just, yeah, it's all wood. That'll be good for our Smithtown series, I think. We can actually open this save game up, or this map in Giants Editor, and actually grab some of the items from this map, save them and use them in our own map as well. So that's what I might look at doing. I have done that with a few maps. We're obviously on the Aussie Outback map anyway, but I have gone through a few different maps and taken a few different items out of those maps to use in ours. I don't know who the creators were of those items, so I can't give them credit on our build, unfortunately, but a lot of them are repeated in a lot of different maps, so I'm assuming that there's a place that you can get them from that I'm just not aware of anyway. Like a place sort of open to the public, so we can get what we need to. Let's head back down this way. Should be full by the time we hit the other end, I'm hoping, or close to it. And also, wrong button. I also want to thank all you guys, subscribers new and old. We've well and truly blown past 8,000 subscribers for this month of January. This is being recorded near the end of January. From the 1st of January to, well, I think today's the 29th or 30th or something. We have increased our subscriber count by like 4,000, over 4,000 people. My watch time is well over, I think, 2 million minutes or something in the last 28 days. Our amount of views is like amount of views in total has just absolutely blown me away as well. And my YouTube revenue has gone up quite dramatically, which is good, because everything that I do earn goes back into the channel, unless we get to that point where maybe I'm earning enough YouTube revenue, which is a long way away, mind you, that I can quit my job and be a full-time YouTuber. That would be awesome. As I said, that's a long way away yet, but that's kind of where I'd like to get one day, because we'll be able to do certain days of the week or we could even do daily live streams Monday to Friday. I can do videos as well, you know, and be able to sort of focus a little bit more time on YouTube and recording and that sort of stuff. I mean, I do focus a fair bit now, but that would allow us to do a lot more live streams, that sort of stuff as well, in the long run, so wouldn't be too bad at all. So one's 28, one's 57. I think that must be that first. I think it is the first pen. We'll put extra in there, but I still don't think we are going to have enough. Can you put it back down? There we go. I still don't think we're going to have enough in these 3 fields, or the 2 and a bit that are left, to feed our pigs all to 100%. Might go close, but I don't think we'll make it. We still need to bring a little bit more water over. I think we're a little bit south on where we need to be with water. Oh Jesus, those bloody flowers. Yeah, I think we're still a little bit south on where we need to be. And each and every pig that we get from now on obviously is going to increase the water and the straw drastically, so we definitely need to bring some more water over. We're pretty low on everything. Unload the rest of this corn and then try and fill him up again. Do a little run this way and then should be able to hopefully get the rest of that in one pass the whole way along, or close enough to. Try and get as much as we can, that way we don't have to come back at all, or only going to miss a little bit, and then I won't be that concerned. Yeah, that can stay, that's fine. A couple of stalks ain't going to make much difference. It's only this little bit to go, and then our other big field over there, which usually isn't too bad for the hired helper. He's usually pretty good at doing that field. I usually do like one run up and then do a run across to sort of square the field off and then get him to go up and down, and then I do this little bit at the end by myself. Because it's so close to the building, he cuts it way short anyway. Yeah, there's been a lot of mods still coming out recently that I guess you'd say repetitive, like copies of other people, well, not copies of other people's mods, but you know, a lot of mods for say harvesters where all they've done is use the in-game harvester and change it so, you know, it might harvest at 20 kilometers an hour, might have 50,000 litre capacity and that sort of stuff, and I don't like that. It's kind of, as much as it's good for certain things, like it'll be great for Michigan because the fields are so big, but it's so unrealistic. Like, I still, as much as I love mods, I still like to use the ones that feel like they're a lot more realistic. I think there's a couple of balers that I've used mod wise, and once I use them I can't wrap the bales, I can't pick the bales up, I have no idea what is going on, but it's quite frustrating sometimes. So I'm kind of sticking with the vanilla stuff for baling and that sort of thing. Wrapping, luckily we've got a pretty good wrapper which wraps pretty quick. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have a quick look. I think this is like a wrap plus or something. Where are we? There. The Kuhn SW4014 Speed Plus. So it wraps like normal. It just wraps double the speed. The only problem with it, which isn't a major thing, is when you finish wrapping and you put the bale down, the noise continues of the bale still being wrapped, which I think is just because everything's getting done twice as fast. I don't think he knows how to, or he hasn't changed the save or the sound file to make it sort of match the speed of the wrapper. So that's the only problem with it, but that's a minor thing. I'm not concerned about that. There's a lot of other, as you can see, there's a lot of other Baylor mods and stuff in there that I've got. A lot of them I haven't even used, so not that worried about. One that I do think looks pretty cool, which you can go back in. Oh, this one. So that picks up, spits it out, wraps, and it also doesn't tether it like it looks like. It windrows it. So you can just go through with your mower and you don't have to actually windrow it. It windrows itself, and it picks up the bale and spits it out. Don't know if you can use a hired worker. It's one thing I'm not sure of, but it's a pretty cool mod anyway. Alright, that'll do. I'm not going to worry about that bit. It's a waste of time. Come back for that. Fold this header up. Let's have a quick look and see how long we've been going for. Just over 35 minutes, so we might. I don't know if we'll get that done, but we'll give it a good crack. So I'll do a run up, square the field off, and put a hired worker on it, and then see how he goes. Usually it goes alright. I think we're probably still going to have to do that big field with corn, but at least this one next to us, and we're going to have to do like a wheat or a barley, 2 wheat and barley fields here to be able to get some more straw as well as wheat and barley. So I think we'll have a little bit left. Unfold the header again. We should have left it open, but you never know what we're going to bump into. Right, so going this way. I don't think it's quite square this way, but I usually go up and down, up this way, square it off, and then send him down the right hand side of the field there. At least that way he can sort of keep square with that side. So I think this way is still sort of runs that way, not this way. That's one thing I'd like Giants to edit. I don't know how difficult it'll be, but whichever way we're facing when we hit H to hire a worker, the worker should continue to go that way. They usually go north to south or northwest, northeast, southwest, east to west, west to east, all that sort of stuff. They don't actually go at like a 10-degree angle to the standard field or whatever. They always go, yeah, as I said, north-south or northeast to southwest. It'd be good to be able to have them go any way at all. That one, but just make sure they travel the way they were set, which would be ideal. I think that other door was shut, if I've seen it. No, it's open. I thought it was shut. So I wonder why it's shut. Alright, so this will be the black piggies. So the pink ones are doing good. We've got the black and white, and this guy as well. So 35,000 litres, 28, 31. So this has got the least in it. Let's get out of here and go back. Ooh, go back and check on him. Try not to destroy our water pump. He's doing alright. It does miss a little bit down this end, as you can see, because of the building and that sort of stuff. It kind of feels like it's in his way. I might bring this guy up, park him up here, and then cycle back to this. We might as well do it ourselves now, I think. Try and Can we spray it over the truck? Oh, we can, look at that. Oops, and I pressed the right mouse button, which has brought up our bloody thing. Oh, it's very frustrating. It's an absolute pain. What I might do is grab a quick screenshot if it lets me. Not you. This one. Head up this way, get the rest of this part of this field done, and we can come back and finish the bottom bit. So this part here, you guys, if you've seen the build, you'll know this is our worker's cottage. This is where our worker stays with his wife and kids. He's got his own little area on the farm. Free rent, of course. Still gets paid for all his work, but he gets free rent, so he can stay here as long as he likes. Well, I guess as long as he's working for me. If he does want to work for me, he'll have to jog on and get his own place somewhere else, because our new worker will move into there. But and then our house is sort of down there, just in front of all those big trees down there. I don't think they're not trees I've put in. I think it must be like a yeah, like a forest behind us. Our house is sort of down there in front of the forest. I don't think we can see it at all through all the trees and stuff, but so we've got our little Mahindra there. We've got our pickup truck as well, which we don't use either of them, to be honest. Actually, I want to have a quick look. I don't think yeah, I think I did. I double fertilized this one, but I didn't double fertilize the other one over there, that big field, for some reason. I must have forgot. Oh, so it should be one run up, pick up that extra little bit, another run back, and then tidy up this little bit. We should be done. I'm surprised we've got this much done in such a short time. Certainly think that we're definitely going to have to plant big corn, that field over there with corn again, the big field, this field with corn again, and then the other one will do either wheat or barley, whichever one. Then again, actually, we might do that big field over there with wheat or barley. It's just so much harder to bring. Like our headers over there at the shop, we can't really bring the header in here. Because it's so big, it's hard to fit it in everywhere. So if we do that big field over there with wheat or barley and do these other three with corn again, I think we should be alright, should be good to go. We'll have to come back and do that next episode, maybe, if you want the series to continue. It might be the last episode for now, but we'll wait and see. Well, I certainly won't delete the save game files. I will keep them all, put them aside for a rainy day or whatever. We decide one day we want to come back and have a look at it. Maybe you want to do a live stream of Uncle Bob's Piggery or something like that one day. You know, you can always come back to it. Yeah, I feel like we definitely need to just change things up a little bit. I think our Rags to Riches series, everyone seems to be pretty happy with it. I think it's a great idea, as do I. Just a matter of getting it done, I suppose. So what I'll do now is we'll tip to the right still, unload this into this pig pen here. And there goes our timer. Perfect timing, nearly. And then whatever we have left, put in the one behind it, so we know that the pink piggies are good to go. Got everything they need. I think, yeah, we're definitely going to have too much corn. Let's have a look. Only 5,000 or so left, so tip this in and then come back and empty him out. And oh, come on, you bugger. Go from there. It's really tight too. I'd like her to see the door changed a little bit. There we go. Pink piggies, 63,000. You can buy pig food. It's very bloody hell. Bloody bushes. It's very expensive, and once one thing's full, it still comes out the same speed of the trailer. It doesn't actually individualize things. So if we were to go and buy it now and put it in here, these would fill up very, very slowly because it's the majority of it's corn, I think. To do it on these other guys would be alright. But as I said, it is very expensive. Trying to avoid these bloody bushes again. Oh, so sneak in here. Tip this off. This is spotted white ones, black and white. Yep. No, it's just the white ones. Are they going to be full? Not quite. 55,000 litres. So if we sneak out, quickly before we end the episode, I will grab. So what do we need? Say 8,000 litres, maybe. Oops, it's not going to work. Not enough room. Try and grab 8,000 litres of pig food and put it in. We'll see how we go. I think, yeah, that's animation's still not very good, but you can see. Let's go 2,000 litres. We've got $77,000. So we're losing a little bit. It's probably not quite as expensive as I thought. You can see it's a good mix of pig food. Let's grab our 8,000 litres and nick off, and 8,000 litres, 5,600. So not that expensive, but still a lot more expensive than harvesting it all ourselves, I suppose. So if we go like that, look at the white guys. So that should fill up. Not quite. Yeah, so we had 8,000 litres, but because it was a mix, but it had majority of it was corn compared to everything else. But anyway, guys, we'll leave it here. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, smash that like button. Like I said, leave a comment, let me know if you want to see more of this, or you want to sort of just drop back to the 2 series and leave this save game for a rainy day, something later on. Let me know. But yeah, thank you to all the new subs, as I said, and old subs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's been Britto. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.